What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. Today I'm going to be putting a AC unit here in the garage because it's really hot here in Texas and I can't get any paint jobs done because of it. The paint dries too fast and we just have issues and lots of bugs because the door's open to let it cool down in here. I'm going to show you how hot it is in the garage right now. It is 8:03 p.m. and it is 94 degrees in the garage. I had these fans on to kind of cool it down. I had that fan and that fan, but it still wasn't enough. And this is actually cooled down. Usually it's about 100 degrees at night in here with the door open. The insulation does help a lot. They ended up putting a vent right there, but didn't finish the ducting from the house. So I thought that the AC was actually going to be blowing through there, but we went up there and found out it's not even ducted. So that kind of sucks. So I'm going to go and buy a unit, put it over here, and I'm going to vent it out through this dryer vent right there for whenever we're cooling the garage down. Obviously, when I'm doing laundry, I'm going to have to switch it over. So we're going to get one of the portable units. I'm going to go buy it, and then we'll come back and install it. Alright, so I got it all loaded up. Now we're going to head back to the house. Alright, so here it is. This is the 8,000 BTU Coast Air unit. I will put a link in the description. I got this at a place called Home Base in town. It's basically like a Home Depot. I don't know if they have it at Home Depot, but I'll put a link in the description for this exact one. If it works good, I'll definitely recommend it, but if it doesn't, I won't recommend it to you guys. So we'll see exactly how it works because this is about a 250 square foot garage, and this says it can do a 250 foot room. It says it goes all the way up to 350 feet of space. So with the insulation, it should help on the garage. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up and see exactly what all is inside. Okay, so it came with the ducting, so you can run it, make your own little hole in like your garage or whatever. And it came with the ducting for it, so that's a really good thing. It came with weather stripping, the pieces so you can actually run the ducting. It's a pretty good little kit so far. Now let's actually see the unit. Alright, so this unit seems to have wheels, which will make it move around easy, which is good. It does have a mesh screen, so that way you can clean the filter out. So it's a reusable filter, which is also good. Has a drain plug here at the bottom, so that you can let the water out. It's a 3-prong, so just keep that in mind. It does have a reset and test button on it, so that's good. We're going to go ahead and start inspecting some more. It also did come with a remote, so that's pretty fancy, pretty lazy, but fancy. Came with the batteries too, so we're gonna go ahead and put these in. So yeah, it has a climate control. It tells you the temperature and all that good stuff, so that's pretty cool. We're gonna go ahead and connect the ducting, which is pretty simple on this. Alright, so after looking at the instructions, this piece right here just goes on like that, and then it will slide down in there just like that. And that's pretty simple, pretty much it. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and plug this in right over here where the washer and dryer's at. And I'm basically just going to vent this outside. Alright, so I just plugged it in. I'm going to go ahead and power it up. Turn it, go down to 64. And I'm going to put a drain pan underneath it. That way it doesn't leak onto the ground. Alright, so I got the drain pan back there and the hose ran to it. That way it can leak any condensation down through there. This is super cold already. I do have it set to 64. I can go lower, but I think that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and close the insulated garage door and check the temperature real quick. So we'll go ahead and do that. Go ahead and check the temperature. It is 8:20 and it's 93 degrees. So we're going to let the garage door fully close. We're going to see if we can get it cool in here, because I really need to get some paint jobs done, and I can't do that with this humidity and heat. This is also a dehumidifier as well. So we're really going to put it to the test in this garage because it is hot. So we're going to go ahead and let it cool down. So I just found a really cool mode called swing. So whenever you do that, watch the vents. It's pushing the air up and then going down with it, just like an oscillation on the fans that oscillate back and forth. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we've had this thing on for 2 hours. I turned it down to 62 degrees. It's its coldest setting. Ended up having to put it up higher, and this line keeps getting pinched, but we're going to figure out a way to redo that. But it's definitely working. This is just a temporary setup. We will eventually find a way to fully mount it the right way, but I'm going to show you how much colder it is in here. So you can see 84 degrees versus I think it was at 94, but it's now 10 p.m. and it's dropped a lot, and usually at 10 p.m. it's still right around 93, 92 degrees in here. Even with the door open, closed, it doesn't matter. It's hot. So this is going to help a lot. We could have it on for like 3 or 4 hours, allow this place to cool down while there's a vehicle in here. That way I can paint with the proper temperature. We are going to end up fixing this. We're going to run, we went back up there and looked. We can tee off of the house connection and then run the AC unit here, and it'll blow down and cool it too. So I'm pretty impressed with the Coast Air system. Works pretty good. I definitely recommend it if you have a smaller garage. If you have one even smaller than this, I could imagine how much better it would work. So definitely recommend it, but we have to drain it. We're probably gonna end up drilling a hole. I'm gonna make sure to get permission first and drill a hole through here, because it did come with more hardware, which I don't have with me right now, but it basically will allow you to mount it there, and it has a little connector and all that good stuff. Then we could drill a hole for the drainage and just run some small PVC to drain it out, or just run it along there and elbow it out, because there is a little gap down in that corner. So we could do it that way, but really impressed with how good it works. And I mean, it's not terribly expensive, but it's still, to me, kind of expensive for this unit. But since it's working, it's worth every penny to me, in my opinion. We are going to have a vehicle to do here soon, so that's why we're trying to get all this laid down and prepped. So there will be a video coming out, a couple paint videos, hopefully. So definitely stay tuned and subscribe. But I just wanted to give you this small little review on the Coast Air unit. So far I'm impressed. As you can see over here, I just used some painter's tape. I don't recommend doing that because the heat does come out here. This isn't a permanent thing. If you're going to do that and you want an airtight seal, I would use the air ducting tape. It's metal tape that goes around and it'll seal it. That stuff could catch fire. I'm just doing that for temporary use and keeping an eye on it. But it is pretty good so far, and it's definitely cool in here. So this is about the best temperature that I have felt in this garage since moving in here, which is awesome. You don't want it too hot when you're painting because it can leave stripes, your paint can dry too fast, and it can just be disastrous. So at least for me, I prefer to paint in cooler temperatures. That's how I get such good results. So that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to give you guys a little review and show you guys what's going on. On my Texas Honda channel, we'll be building this engine soon. I've already got it gasket matched, and I'm just waiting on the rest of the parts, so this thing can go in, and this is going to be fully built. Race cam, forged rods, the whole 9 yards. But yeah, definitely stay tuned to the channel, subscribe if you're new here, and check out some of my other videos. We'll have more content coming out as soon as possible. So I'll see you guys in the next one. As I like to say, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.